All right. Let's get it going. So today we back on another podcast.
Yes, sir.
Got my boy D-Rec in the house. Appreciate you for coming, bro.
Appreciate you having me, brother.
Yeah. So as you guys noticed on the last YouTube video that I've uploaded, it was I stated that I stopped doing music videos. You commented on that, and that's when I was like, man, I should have D-Rec on the show just because. What better way to bring artists in this? Because I technically did not quit, but I'm done for the most part shooting videos.
Right.
But I had good experiences shooting with you. Everything for the most part. We had our, I guess not disagreements, but we had our ups and downs as far as like how to balance a video.
Normal stuff.
Yeah. So I just figured like why not bring you in and have other videographers know artist standpoint.
Right.
How you guys deal with it to help us understand you guys more because. Majority of the time we just like, man, the budgets are not big, or we're complaining, or something's always up on our end that we don't understand. So
right.
Guide me through the A through Z as far as like how it works on a music standpoint with you guys, and just how hard it is, the difficulties and all that.
So for me personally, I kind of envision how I want to see my video, like by what I hear, like the way I hear the song, the vibe of it. How would I want to see this like on a screen? And me, I like to try to think out the box, so that always kind of makes it a little more challenging and things like that, because you want to do something different, something that's not what people seen 100 times. So with that comes, all right, where are we going to shoot the video? What's the concept going to be? How many people we need, finding girls, all this different stuff depending on what you're going for. So first I have to break down the concept. What is the story I'm trying to show with this video, and how can we get all of it in 2.5 minutes? Because the song is only 2 minutes 30 seconds to 3 minutes, 3 minutes 30 seconds longest. So how can I get everything crunched down into this 2-3 minute video and make it make sense, and have all the locations? And it's just a whole bunch. You got to find the locations, the girls, the concept, the outfits, all of it correlates together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I try to like figure out from the top going on, and then I usually pitch you my idea, and see what you can come with mine, and we just try to merge our ideas together.
And for the majority of the time, for those that don't know, when you contact me, sometimes I guess every time, like I'll even tell you like, hey man, like I don't know if it's gonna be possible to do under that budget.
Exactly.
If you can up it, or these are the counter different ways, right?
Exactly.
And I feel like sometimes like artist doesn't understand that. Like they just think like, hey man, like what's your flat rate? But sometimes like as a videographer, everything, if you're adding more hours or different locations, it like, as far as our standpoint, it's like it's breakdown, setting up, every hour counts with the team. We got to pay the team member,
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I don't understand. So sometimes it's good as far as like being on the same standpoint, like we're working together to build something that the overall picture that we're trying to achieve.
Exactly.
Now the one thing that I want to ask you is, what do you think about artists that they cheap out when it comes to videography? Like I see a lot of artists lately nowadays, they put all their money in on the models, on the studio time, but they don't put money on the videographer like they do, which I think is kind of stupid. I mean, for you try to balance both.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists, like, why do you think that? Because that's one question that we all struggle with. Like, why are you gonna get so much and get one videographer when you need multiple? What's the point of getting all these models and these nice places, but the image is gonna look terrible? Like, why is it that some artists do that?
I feel like, for one, I feel like a lot of artists, like, they're seeking for validation. So they're gonna, like you said, put money into the girls, put money into renting a car that they don't own, jewelry, whatever, like expensive shoes, designer shoes, just to look good for that video, knowing that that's not their real life. So it's that validation of trying to look more established than they actually are. But I think what people don't realize is people respect the grind more. Rather than you trying to look like you're already somewhere you're not. Like, no, we want to see the grind. Don't skip. Let us see you build and become that, because we're going to appreciate that more when we see the, year of, you grinding hard doing videos, and we can see like, damn, a year ago, like, just look how he dressed now compared to here. Like, look at what he was driving in compared to here. Like, people want to see that grind, that footwork. But that's why I think people just want to look. They skipping that. They just want to look like they're already on Drake level.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? But even if you go look at some old Drake, I was looking at an old Drake video the other day, and I was like, just looking at like his whole style and everything. I'm like, damn, you can just tell like
he came up.
Yeah, he wasn't like established in as much as we thought he was. He wasn't. Like, you can just see it off the screen. So people gotta just stop skipping that part of it and, you know, just grind it out.
You know that on the coffin, bro, because the way that it was I had an artist. This is like right. I remember we were supposed to shoot, but COVID hit, so like it got canceled. But he hit me with like he sent me the song. He's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Bro, like I think we can do, you know, you can come. It'll be simple, but it'll be dope. So the concert's gonna be, you're gonna be on the floor. You're gonna have ripped shirt, ripped shoes, whatever. Just kind of like a homeless look. You're gonna be like just playing music." And then throughout the whole process, like people are gonna be dropping money in your hat,
right? And
then towards the end of the video, the storyline's gonna be use that money to go to a recording studio. Like it showed the grind. Like the song is showing, like you're talking about not trying to make it, but the lyrics just kind of went with that. And I was like, bro, that'll be fire, because like first of all, it's cheap, it works under your budget. But he was like, nah, man, I want an airplane. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, sometimes I think that, you know, they think too big. So now the next thing I want to follow up, and I wrote that in here, was how do you view it? I had this experience just recently, and that's probably why I wanted to take a break, and I kind of want to get out of this, to be honest, is how do you feel about artists that want to, like, for example, every time you hire me, you might have maybe like 3 shots you want to change at most.
Right.
But you take the work normally the way it is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so why is it that some artists, like, I don't get it, like the thing that frustrates me is like, dude, you hired me and then you try and change the whole damn video. Like, why'd you hire me at this point? Like, where does that come from? Like, is it the artist? Is it videographer? Like, what is it? Because like it's kind of like a difficult question, but it's something that I was dealing with, and I was like, I got kind of frustrated. I'm like, she came to me. Yeah, you saw what I do, all the videos are there, you know what you're getting. She got that, and then it just, I never understood that. Like, what would you tell artists that do something like that? Because like I just feel like that's unfair, you know, on our behalf.
I think you got to know what you're going for with the videographer you're shooting with. So you have different type of videographers that shoot different type of styles, different type of ways, angles, whatever the case may be. There's all type of videographers out there. Know what you're going for when you book that videographer. Don't book a cinematic videographer if you want a video with 10,000 transitions in it, or it's just, I've been seeing like this new style of videos where it's like extremes amount of like special effects just and stuff.
Going,
you know
like,
what I'm talking about?
You don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, like every second. It's not my preference, but like if that's what you want, don't go to the person who's gonna shoot some smooth fly like type of content and then tell him, could you add more of this and that? That's not what you seen what he does. Like, not that he can't do it, but go to that guy if that's what you want. And I think that's the problem. People, for you at least, like, you have some of the best like quality like videos I've ever seen that us local artists can actually afford. And I think people want that quality, but then they want to mix it with all the other stuff that may not be what you, I don't want to say specialize in, because I know you can practically do everything, but that's just not your style. Like, that's not what you want to put your time into doing. So yeah, I feel like that might be an issue. Maybe they're wanting things that they probably just need to seek somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have that issue with you because I know what to expect from you. Like, you gonna deliver exactly what I want. Like you said, like, we don't really have too many times where I got to be like, hey, could you switch this or that? I don't think we ever really switch clips. It's usually like,
you kind of take it as is.
Yeah, I take it as it is. It's usually like, maybe in the beginning, like, I'm like, can you spell their name like this? Or this artist changed his name and added this to his name. Can you? Or I remember when we did Gassing, in the end of the song, I like chopped and screwed the beat to where it kind of went, and I was like, could you just put like an effect on the camera where it looks like it? But as far as like the way you set up the visual, like, that's not really an issue I have with you. In the past, I've had videographers who I just feel like weren't as professional with it, and I would see clips like, maybe if I shot in a studio, and you know how you have backgrounds, you can see like the corner where like the backdrop isn't there anymore. You can see like the ceiling. It's like, bro, how did you not see that? Like, those are times where it's like I have to tell him like take that out,
take
bro.
that out,
Like why would you leave that in there? But
yeah.
Far as someone working with you, bro, that sounds crazy to me. I'm just gonna be real.
Dude, you know what? I actually had I lost that podcast. Fucking that's my fault on that. But that artist was telling me, he was like a director now, but he was an artist at one point. He's like, what you should do next time is tell the artist, show that video to 20 of your friends, and if they all say that's dope, then that's you. It's not the videographer.
Exactly.
It was the artist. I was like, damn, I never thought about it like that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so I think that's a good way to kind of like, for all creators out there, that's a good way to kind of tell the artist that's giving you a tough time that I wish I knew. Of course he came in when the video was done.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, that would be a good way to do it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I kind of want to go back to what you were saying, talking about gas in the music video. When you told me, hey, bro, it's going to be gas and I'm going to have this, and that, I clearly told you, hey, bro, that is way too many people. If you want that for that budget, bro, cool. But at that point, I'm going to be the videographer, bro. I ain't going to direct shit. I ain't had none of that shit. That's too many people. And I told you straight up, I was like, bro, like, I'm just going to, like, when you're ready, you know damn well I'm ready. But I am not going to deal with it.
I'm not doing that.
So do you feel like directors should be telling the artists, like, be more open, like, be, I guess, transparent with them? Because I feel like a lot of them just, you know, they probably don't, or...
Yeah, because... you're not doing it on set where it looks unprofessional and like you're overwhelmed and like, fuck, like I don't want to deal with this, and now you're telling me and now the shoot not going. It's good that you like communicate that with me beforehand, so I know like going into the video that this is my job, or I can have some of the people with me. Like sometimes my pops or uncles come to the shoot, you've seen that, and I can tell them, look, I'm gonna need y'all to hold this down while we shooting. I don't want nobody bugging Mario. Let him do his thing. Keep everybody away from him. Tell them to talk to you. Tell them to talk to me. So it's good to have that communication so that we're all on the same page and everyone can just work smooth, like without so much like stress and just being overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I think directors should definitely communicate that and just, you know, talk to the artist beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's always good to just, you know, just run it before.
Run it, have
there's
a rundown.
Because if you just stay quiet and the day hits and then everything's on your ass, it's kind of like,
it's gonna be a mess.
Because I seen a lot of directors come into the studio, bro, and like they've been working with big clients, but damn, bro, the clients be like running on them, like and like I get it, bro, they're big artists, but at the same time, you also gotta have a standard, like it's gotta be like a level, you know, where like, hey, there's only so much you can do. You know, respect me, I respect you, you know?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, no matter how big they are, they need you. The artist we need you as directors or videographers or whatever the case may be. Like, we're not going to have a video without you. So, if you're an artist like that, bro, like, y'all need to respect the directors because they're the ones who's giving you this, like, masterpiece. To be honest, like, what are we without music videos? Like, that's the most, to me, besides performing, like that's the most exciting thing to put out to your audience is music videos. So why not, you know, treat your director with respect and try to make his job as easy as possible so he can be excited about the whole, you know, project that you guys are putting together.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
So now what I want to get out of you as an artist, talk to me about financial. Like as far as like the whole A through Z, I know it's expensive, right? You guys gotta, it's from like, you guys gotta look for studio, the models. Like for me specifically, you know damn well like the way I work is like, hey bro, you get let me know what studio you want, but you get it. So I just know what I'm walking into. Yeah. You get the model. The reason why I don't get models because if she walks out on me, I ain't trying to be hold responsible, you know, like
yeah, for real.
So I just let the artists always do that. So that's something for you creators, like stop doing that. Like I get it, you want to eliminate, you want to help the artist, but if shit goes wrong, that shit's on your ass.
It's on you, yeah.
At least as the artist, it goes wrong on him, like hey, like that's him, because sometimes that could be a priority. You need a girl. Yeah. So my whole advice to creators is for sure like let the artist play. Yeah. Yeah, I want to know like. Talk to me about that, like how, because I, you know, a lot of videographers we complain, as I was stating, about like, man, the budgets are not big, but I understand also like as an upcoming artist, it's a lot of money that you guys gotta toss in, right?
It's
like,
hard.
It's from what, recording studio,
man, it's recording studio, it's buying the beat, you have to pay to put the song out on like all these social or like all these platforms like Spotify, iTunes, and all that. You have to pay for that, so distribution. Outfits for the video, female, the models like you said, locations, if you're not just doing like some outside stuff, like if you're getting studios and all that, you're paying hourly for that. You're paying the director, If you like me, I like to have food on set for people and drinks, so that it's just people not just sitting there hangry and, you know, thirsty and stuff. And then it depends on what your video has. If you have props, that's another thing you gotta,
True.
you know, buy. Transportation, you know, it's
everything.
it depends, man. If you got, I've booked girls where I have to pick them up, so that's me going out my way to
just pick them up.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much you want for that video and how much is going on. Is it super simple, or are you trying to create like something bigger? Because that's just the more money it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
So
simple, bro. That's the one word, to be honest, that I hate, bro.
No, I know you hate it.
You know, it's like I feel like us creators, like when someone tells me like, oh, it's just a simple video.
Nothing simple.
Hey, bro, if it was like, it's simple to a person just doing it for the money. Like, fuck it, let me go get that quick buck. But for me, that I actually like strive, and I ain't doing anything I'm not proud of. Yeah. So if you give me a shitty location, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna look around. Crazy, it's gonna look dope. Like I'm like, no matter what, this whack ass spot's gonna look tight. Yeah. But that's just me, right? If I didn't care, then I'll be like, fuck it. I call that easy money. Right. But I actually care. So for me, it's like, bro, you're making me work harder. You gave me this shitty ass location. Yeah. And I think, have we worked in a shitty location?
We want to call my apartment shitty. We can say that.
Nah, we made it work. It was
but it was cause that was it's not that it's shitty, but like it was. I don't know how you did that, bro. Like our first video was goodbye. That was at my apartment, and yeah, you made that. I still look at it to this day, and I'm be like, this dude is a beast, cause
that was crazy.
I don't know how you made that, and even like the intros you made for my old YouTube channel, like remember like the Christmas one and stuff, like you made like you just know how to light up stuff crazy. Like your lighting game is crazy. You know how to light the hell out of a room and just you know how to use what we're working with to the best like of your ability. Like you get everything out of it that you possibly can. So, but that comes with having a good videographer. Not everybody can do that.
And that's why for me, that's why I charge more than a typical. Like I feel like right now in LA, the standard price is like $600. I might say I feel like a lot of videographers that I know is like $600-700. That's like the standard, and that's not great at all. Like they're doing everything. It's just, it doesn't look good at all to me, at least. You know, I'm a picky person. Like if they're good, they're good. If they're not, but I feel like a standard $700. I start, like, I'm not gonna lie, like my price right now is $2,000. That's my start price.
But for your videos, that's not bad.
Nah, I don't. I think it's a great price. You know, like I feel like my value of one thing that I feel like a lot of creators don't take into consideration is like you stated, if something goes wrong, you didn't even know. What was that one video that we shot? That music video in the concert, like the concerts.
Don't Wanna Fall.
Don't Wanna Fall. So that one, you didn't even know something was going wrong when you were on stage. I was like waiting for you. Like I told you, give me a second. I lost a piece that I didn't have on my in my backpack, and I was like, bro, like I'm gonna have to, like, my girl, I'm gonna send her out. I don't know what, and we're already behind schedule, so I just looked at some other shit. I just like jammed it into that gimbal, and I made it work to get the footage. Shit. You didn't know that, so I charge based on my knowledge and how I'm gonna be able to. No matter what, you're not gonna know what's going wrong. Right. Like that's why I think I charge what I charge, is because like. I'm gonna take care of it, and if things go wrong, like I'm gonna figure it out. And I definitely value everything I'm doing. For sure. You know, I'm not doing this for the monies. And you know, sometimes it requires a budget to create art. Like not all the time. Like, you know, you can make something dope without money, but there comes a moment where like, hey, bro, we need you know, a certain amount. And that's why I feel like a lot of artists, creators, they should be charging a good worth, you know. And then it also comes down to a team member, like all the team that I gotta pay, you know. Like I always tell you, hey bro, if I do this, person's gonna cost me no extra.
I'm gonna have to call this person.
You're gonna have to understand, like I need that person. If not, I mean, we're gonna have to cancel, but I'm also gonna half-ass some of the shots. So I kind of break it down to you, but is there any questions you have for us that you think like other artists can take away, where you know that they question a lot?
So we've talked about it. So a lot of artists wonder why videographers price at the rate they do. Like say like, well, you kind of just explained why you charge at $2,000, but why would you say the typical? Because I've seen $1,500 a lot from a lot of people. Why do you think they charge at that? Or why would one charge at 600 versus 1,500, 2,000?
I just think they're just going with what the market is, and they're just trying to like pocket just a bunch of videos like money. They're not really like looking at. They're not even trying to make something dope. Like some of them are, and they're trying to make it. But there's a lot that I see that's just like, dude, they show up with no lights. It's like they just don't care. Lighting is number one. Like I don't care what camera you have. You don't have no lights, so what's the use of a camera? Like, so it's just sometimes I just feel like 'cause that's the market, people are just like fuck it. And then nowadays cameras are so accessible. I just feel people just buy them and they think they're a videographer tomorrow. And it's like there's so much more to it. There's lens choices. There's lenses and lighting to me create everything, bro. If you have the right lenses, there's way to go about it, right? So I just feel like someone that's gonna charge a lot. I mean, I've seen people that charge a lot too, and it's bad. Don't get me wrong. Like I have seen that too. Yeah. And I've seen people that charge cheap and they're fucking dope.
And they're good.
But sometimes they don't understand. They don't know their worth, their value. So it comes down to where they're at in their you know, in the moment, I guess.
Right.
Me myself, I created studios, and now I'm just like, dude, it's 2,000 or nothing.
Right.
Take me or nothing. Like I ain't tripping. So that's why I did all this. It's not really but it's to get away. Like it's hectic, bro.
Yeah.
But one question that I want to ask you talking on this is why is it that I get so many DMs, bro, that artists will always hit me up like, hey bro, what's your rate? Like why is it they want like a standard rate? Like, you know, I always tell you like every video is different because some, bro, you might want an 8-hour day. That means more money. If you want a 4-hour day, that's less, or it might be the same because you might want some crazy ass shit. What camera died? It overheated? It's fine. We'll wait for that one. But fuck, what was that? Yeah,
the rate.
So why is it that artists want? You know, why do they contact a lot of creators as far as like, what's your rate? I never understood that.
I think they're trying to get an idea of. I think they're just honestly trying to see if they can even afford you at all. Like maybe you'll have a starting rate, I guess you can quote unquote call it, and that starting rate for you is 2,000 now, right?
2,000. I'll do if it's like straight running gun outside. I'll probably do like 15 like
to
that.
2,000.
Yeah.
So that might answer someone who can max out at 700. They might know, okay, I gotta wait for him. I'm not ready for him yet, or I gotta figure out how to hustle more bread so that I can shoot with him. You know what I mean? It could depend on many things. So I feel like they just need that idea of around what range are you willing to shoot, like what's the starting rate, like to even get with you and start something. Like it might not be your biggest video, but like maybe I can work with you on something simple. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't like the word simple, but like, you know what I mean? Like we might not go as hard as your full potential, but I can work with you because I know that all I need, or to start working with you, I need at least 1,500.
So you as an artist, how would you view it if you were to like, you didn't know me and you tell me, hey bro, what's your rate? And I hit you back with, well, what's your budget? Like, do you artists get scared of the word budget? Or like, do you guys this is my view of artists. Do they think we're just trying to take money? Like, we're not trying to give you a price because we want to know how much more you're going to give us to take it? Or what is it that you, because every time I say that, I'm not going to lie, I get left on red a lot of the times. I'm like, bro, what's your budget? Like, and I explain it right away too. I'm like, I need to know A through Z, like what's the concept, this and that, in order to really know what the budget is. And if you give me the budget, what artists don't understand is giving me the budget, I can break it down as far as like, look, bro, we can't do it under that, but there is other ways that we can like
go around
it. And I feel like artists don't even let me get to that, or I can explain, but they don't want to hear it. Like, I feel like they get scared with their budget. Why is that?
So you gotta understand, your quality is A1, is great. So they're hoping you respond when they ask. Well, like I said, something in their budget, in their range, that they know that in their head it's affordable for them. But when you hit back like, well, what's your budget? They're too scared to possibly come off like too low, like sell you short. Yeah. So maybe like in some cases, it's out of respect to not say their budget, because they might say something crazy like 500 to 600, and your starting rate is more like 1500 to 2000. So it might be that, you know what I'm saying, just not wanting to come off crazy and then never just blow off the chance of ever working with you because they came off crazy and You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. That's what I would guess.
That's a good point that you
Yeah.
stated. I never looked at it that way. I was
Yeah.
always like, bro, like, you know, I looked at it different from my standpoint. I was like,
Right.
dude, like, I'm just really trying to get what you know, what's your idea and how I can work around that.
Yeah.
Like, just let me know price. But they fight with me like, nah, what's your rate? I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, that's a stupid.
Because they trying to see how low you're willing to go.
That's what I think. And like, sometimes I want to tell the fucking artist. Like,
Yeah.
I stated this one time. I was like, man, go to Chipotle and be like, I want a burrito. what are they gonna tell you? What kind of burrito?
What kind of
Like, you could tell me, hey, what's the price on burrito? Well, what are you gonna add to that shit? Like,
Right,
everything
right.
adds, every freaking ingredient you put on that
It's
shit,
gonna add
it's
up,
gonna add,
yeah.
you know, to it, and you're
Yeah.
gonna pay more and more and more.
Yeah.
Keep adding shit, add extra guacamole, plus on top extra
Exactly.
guacamole, you're gonna pay more.
Yeah.
So I always state, like, you know, just understand the more you ask, the higher it is. But sometimes just giving us a budget lets us understand like
Yeah.
what you want. It's just it's the same thing going back to the Chipotle concept. You tell them exactly what you want, they're gonna tell you, okay, yeah, this is the price.
This was gonna
It's
be
easier
yeah.
to break it down because you're
Yeah.
telling us what you want,
Yeah.
you know, and you're telling us what you got. Like, so
Right.
I just feel like that's always like people just don't. That's like the hardest thing as far as us videographers. Like, and I again, I feel like sometimes I'm a little too expensive. Like,
Yeah.
the typical price right now in LA, it's crazy how it's sad to see like $600, and I know a lot of them doing it for like 6-8 hours.
Yeah. No,
If-
full
if,
shoot.
If you view it, like, it's, bro, like
A
the
full
way.
shoot.
So this is the way like that I break it down, right?
Mhm.
You have a 2-hour shoot, bro. If I was to even like want to do it,
Mhm.
a quick outside running gun shoot, right?
Mhm.
Dude, I would probably still charge 1,000. And
Yeah.
the reason for that, bro, it's like the word. I don't understand the price why they're so low. It's like, dude, they're working for free technically.
Mhm.
Thousands a lot, but look, you gotta edit the video. You gotta film. So 2 hours, the way I count it, is like 100 the hour, right?
Mhm.
So $200 for shooting.
Mhm.
You have another assistant or BTS, whatever. That's another $100. That's $300. Takes you 3 hours to edit. Where are we? We're at $700.
Yeah.
10% of the gear that you're taking, like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of equivalates, and I just feel like a lot of creators just doing too much.
But
Yeah.
you gotta understand too, like you said, like I know I keep referring to you because you're who I work with, but even maybe some of your other videographers out there, you take it like a lot more serious than those guys who are doing these $600, $500 budgets. And I've heard you out of your mouth like be like, I'm not doing it for the money. Like, I'll turn this shoot down. Like, I know you will. Like, you're gonna shoot what you want because you really care about your craft and what you put your name on. Like you said earlier, a lot of these videographers, they care about the money. So they'll take the $600, $500 videos
700.
all day. They'll do that because they just trying to get the money.
Yeah.
You care more. It's not about the money. It's about the brand, the craft, the final, finished touches. They're going to show with their camera, like you said, no lights. They're not going to have no other, people helping them. They're going to be having you help. I've had shoots with those videographers, and I paid that budget. Showed up with no lights.
Yeah.
They got us holding stuff. Like, we working too.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
So
That's
talk
what we
to
were
me,
paying
I
for.
guess, on that experience. Actually, that's a good one.
Mhm.
So from your past videographers to me,
Mhm.
what's the difference that you can say, I guess, from your experience?
Quality for sure.
Okay.
Quality 100% sure. Lighting.
What about on set? Like, because you were
On
just talking
set?
about like you had to help out and all these other things.
I feel like you're directing. You're actually being a director. You're not calling. Some of these dudes are just guys with cameramen.
Okay.
I mean, with cameramen. Some of these guys are guys with cameras. You're a director. You're directing. You're owning the shoot. You're running the shoot. You're putting. I've seen you turn one of your studio places upside down and get a shot for me. Like, you really be there. Like, we need more, bro. Like, you looking
By the
around.
way, that shot was fire. The
That
strip club?
shit was so
That shit
fire.
was fire.
You looking
that's one of my
around,
favorite
bro. You
shots.
like, hey, damn. Come, let's move these plants right here. Let's do this. Let's do that. D-Rec, what you think of? Like, we already have the whole video planned out before we even shoot, and then you're still like adding more. So it's just the passion behind what you're doing. You get me? Like, it's different. And in those past shoots I had, it was kind of like, all right, so what do you want to do? All right, I'm like, cool, we could do a shot. All right, well, let's shoot it. All right, cool, that's it? You want another one? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, I'm gonna give you the concept and most of like what the video, my vision with it, but like direct with me. Like, give me your eye. 2 brains is better than 1. Give me your vision too. Like, let's put our ideas together. And that's what the difference is between you in other videographers I've worked with, and a lot of other videographers out there that will take the lower budget. There's no passion.
When we worked on, I mean, pretty much for the most part every video, right? Sometimes I can get like upset on set, or I could be like, man, shit's like fuck, like sometimes like for the Strickler one, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes there was too many people where we're like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
And I'm not even angry at the fact that like, I'm just angry like, dude, I gotta get my fucking shots.
Yeah.
Like I need my shots. Like I'm like, if I can't edit this video and I'm not, first of all, if I'm not happy with the outcome, then bro, I don't even want to touch this video. Like, dude, I need to be excited to go home to edit. I mean, I don't edit no more. As a matter of fact, John's gonna be the editor going forward.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
He's gonna take the stress out of my. Like he pretty much killed the last 2 videos.
Hell yeah.
But it was just like, dude, I really got to like, you know, I really got to get a certain shot, and I'm very freaking like picky on my shots, and I need that shot, and I'm all about. I'm trying to like really go all out for the artist. Like the way I view it is, if an artist is putting money in my pocket, any penny, bro, I know how hard that is that is to earn, bro. Like I come from nothing, right? So every dollar, bro, I take that shit. Like I appreciate it, and I'm gonna go all out for you or any other artist. Yeah. And it's just, I feel like a lot of people are just in it for the money and stuff like that.
And that's what I always respected about you from before we even got, like, obviously me and you are like a lot tighter now. It's not even just only about business.
Yeah.
But even from the beginning, when it was business, and I didn't even like know you like that, it was always like you squeeze as much out as you can to give me the best, you know, finished product at the end where I can be satisfied. And even with, you know, not having much, I was still happy. Like, damn, like he killed this. Like, I don't know how he, like I said, when we shot in my apartment, like I was like, how the hell did he get this out of this? Like, so it's just you. I don't know, man. Because you really passionate about it, I guess. Like, and other dudes just aren't there yet. Maybe they'll get there one day.
I just feel like it's so saturated that people just film. I mean, you just pick up a camera, you can make quick 7. They look at it as a quick 700. They start.
It's just a hustle to them.
Yeah, it's just a hustle.
It's not like a dream or.
It's not a passion.
It's not a passion.
They're just doing
it's
it.
Just a hustle.
So I saw the whole saturation. That's why I'm kind of like trying to diverse myself into different companies, different going back to YouTube, just trying to do something different because I just feel like it's saturated. It's too. And then the artist, for him to pay me $2,000 when there's like hundreds of them doing $600, like, dude, like my chances are slim. Like it has to be the right artist that's willing to pay me because he understands the quality and the work.
Exactly,
and
that's what it comes down to.
And I get them, but it's not like before. So, you have any other questions as far as like artist standpoint that you guys question or?
So I've had this conversation with my homies before, like that are artists. And I'm just curious, or like, would you ever, or have you ever thought about, or why don't directors, right? So first, before I even ask the question, the main question, have you worked with any clients that you really like, truly believe they're gonna make it? Like, I believe they can make it. Like, they have the potential to really blow up, like music wise.
All the time,
right? Okay, so why don't directors, I guess, take one of those artists that they actually truly believe in and be like, look, let me shoot a couple videos with you, like, for basically nothing. Let's try to see what we can do. Like, let's try to blow you up. I'm gonna give you these dope videos and content, as well as my name is gonna blow, and we're gonna try to like grow together, like, because it's just like, it's like an investment. It's like having an investor, but it's not money wise. It's just you using your skill, they're using their talent, and you're coming together as a team and trying to like build something together and seeing like, can we like help each other blow up? Like, why don't any directors take that chance?
You know what? I actually know. Well, most of the directors that I know, they actually have that one artist or 2 artists that they do it. They try to like, I guess, keep it low key because, you know, it's you're not charging that to everybody. Like they get that special price and stuff like that. You're one of them that I give a price like that too.
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason why, I mean, at least from my perspective, again, I'm just an entrepreneur type of guy.
Yeah.
My perspective would be like, I can't give somebody like my not my time, but like to help them out, because when you give someone something for free, they're not gonna go all in. Like my experience, when they gotta pay, when they gotta work for it, they have to. There is no ifs buts. There's no cutting corners. Like, dude, like, like for example, if I wanted a camera, right? Camera was $10,000. What did I do? I spent $10,000. I didn't question it, and then I just put the work ethic in. I'm like, dude, I gotta freaking get this shit paid off. Whatever the case is, I feel like if someone pays, it's more of a chance they're gonna try to do it bigger and stronger. They're gonna like, cause it's hurting them. If it don't hurt somebody, how are they really like? They're not really gonna take it. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not gonna say his name, but I had a artist. Every month we're gonna do a music video, and I gave him a hell of a deal. I told him for the whole year, we're gonna do a music video every month, and we're gonna try different things to see what's popping, what's not. Like, we're gonna try something. And 3 months in, he gave up. He was like, "Oh, bro, you know what? This month I can't pay." Like, that's the thing. Like, that's when I was like, bro, like, if that was me, someone's giving me a fucking opportunity like that, bro, I'm jumping in. But it's like, I understand what it is. A lot of people, they want to get handed, and when this hand is more of like, oh, well, fuck it. Like, it's just, you know, I just feel like just a lot of artists should understand. Like, I get it. Like, there will be that one director, and most of the time you build a relationship, you get that type of pricing, right? And you can work with them, but at the same time, it costs, you know, everything's gonna cost. For example, if we were to be doing free videos, right? There's still money. Like, you still gotta pay studio. You still gotta pay my team. It's technically gonna come out. The price is technically still gonna be there, you know.
It's gonna come,
like, and then sometimes if you give someone a deal, they might just cheap out on everything because I just want to be free.
That makes sense. Actually,
you know, you still have to invest. Like, even though you're eliminating the $2,000 for the filmmaking team, you still gotta spend $2,000 on studio model. Like, if I'm gonna give a price. My girl actually stated, because one of her homegirls that she shoots photos for, she's a dope ass artist. She has a song like kind of like Avril Lavigne style. I'm like, bro, I haven't heard that in a long time. I was like, that's fire. And I wanted to do a free video with her, but that's because she's been supporting my girl. So I was gonna tell her, like, hey, I'll do an iPhone video. Like, I really want to test myself with an iPhone. If you're gonna do a free video with an iPhone or whatever, like, still have her bring the props. Don't do it just for free, because you're technically, it's a waste. It is a waste of time. It's just a video. So make her bring, and now that you look at props and everything, it adds up. It eventually will become, you know, figure $1,000. It could be $1,500. It could be $2,000. Like, because the way I was gonna do is in the backlot, we're gonna do a cemetery. All those tombstones, all these things. You already know how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to go all out. So it's gonna add money, and technically she's gonna, instead of paying me, but you know, is the artist gonna do that? They can't even pay me $2,000. How are they gonna pay
for the props and stuff, right?
So I just go. I always tell like the directors, make sure you got to get your bread. Like, you got to, like, again, try to work with the artist, try to give them a good price and everything, but at the same time, it takes money to create art. Right. Like, there's a limit we can reach, and I feel like I reach my limit without a good budget. Like, I feel like nowadays, like, if I just create something, it's gonna be dope. Now, of course, there is those free cool story videos, storyline. You can make dope shit, but it's gonna cost. So I think, to answer your question, just overall, to sum it up, you know, sometimes it's better to pay, because it's gonna make you guys work harder.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense. So all right.
It's hot as hell in here, by the way, hot. People.
It's hot. And I got this hoodie on too.
You sweaty.
Do turnaround times really need to take as long as they do?
That's a
or
good
one. Or do videographers be bullshitting? Keep it real.
That's a good one. All right. So, realistically, bro, I really think, as far as the turnaround time, I think it should be, if you're dealing with a person with like a small 2-man team, I really think it should be at least minimum should be a month. A month and 2 weeks tops.
Okay.
But the reason why I say that is because the filmmaker's still filming other videos. The filmmaker's still doing other things. He's not just sitting on your video. He might be, just because, like, let's say I shoot your video today, right? I might have 4 other videos. And by the time I get to yours, it'll probably be 3 weeks. Now, I could get yours done in 2 weeks if that's the turnaround time, right? And stuff like that. But if I do that, you're not getting your full potential of the video, because I'm not working on it for 2 weeks. I might be working on it for 2 days. But these other days, I was working on other ones. So, like, like, nowadays, artists, they want it in 2 weeks. That's like the standard, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But in 2 weeks, it's like, dude, if you want a special effect, do it just like 3 seconds. John, for example, the rotoscope. How long did it take you for VIP? For that 2 second, 1 second clip? It took him a day, and that was to make a mini me with like the asses in the back. So we green screened him.
Yeah.
And then he was a small little person with 2 asses on the side, and he was like, it's like Bust It Down, that's the song.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of like bust it down. He's looking at the asses. He's like a little small him.
Yeah.
Something like that could take a full day. And like,
Wow.
I'm not even that type of person when it comes to effects, but
Right.
if I go that, or I just do some other effects, or just really like, I really want it to be perfect or as best as possible.
Yeah.
I need days. I need time, because like
Yeah.
I'm only gonna work on your video. I probably do like 20-second segments.
Okay.
I'll do like 20. Like, all right, I feel like a flow here. And once I halt and I'm like, dude, I keep repeating the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get away, and I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and then do the same thing. Or I might be filming tomorrow. So you know what? I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah.
The following day, I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
And then do another 20 seconds, and then we kind of gotta refresh our minds, because if we just knock it out in one, bro, it could be done. I'm not saying it's not, but it's gonna be whack. Like, you do need multiple days, dude, and majority of the time, we could be doing different things. For example, me, I wish I had like 2 months, because I still want to do my YouTube. I still want to do a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And so that's just me. But I think typical would be like a month and a half. If it's just like one person that's doing the filming and editing, he still has his little crew, but he's doing filming and editing, and he's doing a lot of it. For like a month and a half, he will not his videos will come out even greater.
Right.
Everything will be much crisper. Everything will be better. Like, damn, where the hell this? But it's because now he has more time to focus on each individual video, instead of just fuck it. Like, he wants it fast. Fuck it. Like, and one day I'm gonna sit down and just knock it out. Like, it could be done, but
that would of course be with someone who's more established like you, right? With more clientele. Because I feel like a lot of these other videographers, they're not the ones I'm thinking about, not like your viewers or anything, but they're not booked up like you. So I asked that, like, they probably just bullshitting, huh? Like dudes I had in the past, they weren't booked up like how I actually see you're booked up. So it makes sense. That's why I've never been like, Mario, where's my video? Like, I know what you're doing. I know all the things on your plate. But like these other videographers, would you say like in your past, I don't know, maybe you were good about it, where your turnaround's good, like when you first started and you weren't as booked up, or where did you catch your time sometimes just kind of like, I'll get to it? Like, is that a thing?
Now when I was starting off, kind of like in the like 1 year in or something, and I started getting to music videos, I was taking about a month, but I wasn't charging them much, so I was saying like, hey bro, you gotta give me time. And if we gotta reshoot something, we're gonna reshoot it. Even then I cared. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, if I'm not happy with it, we're reshooting again. Yeah. So it just took time, like, even then. But I feel like a lot of creators, I can tell, like, someone's bad, but they're just in the right market. I could tell as soon as they come with a Rolex and some chains and you're a videographer, I'm like, oh, he bullshitting. Yeah. He's just like, he's capping. He's probably making good money, but he's capping. Like, he's partying.
Yeah.
Doing this and that. Like, I don't party. I don't do none of that shit. I'm straight business. Like, bro, you come to me, I'm gonna if I can get it done faster, I could. Like, for you, for example, I always tell you like, hey bro, it's gonna take me 3 weeks, and you're sometimes like 3 weeks, but I'm like, I'm gonna try to get done earlier, but I don't know. Like, I'm telling you 3 weeks just in case I need that time.
But you tell me that and you get it done in the same week.
Yeah.
Like, Mario, you said 3 weeks, bro. Like,
but it's because like our videos, there's always a game plan.
Yeah.
So that makes it a lot easier for me to edit to. Like, if you just tell me today, like, hey bro, let's shoot a video. Well, what the fuck we're shooting? Like, I don't know. So you're gonna make my edit hard. Like, I have a bunch of dope footage. How am I gonna start it and how is it gonna end? Because there was no purpose to it. Yeah. So having a storyline or having that makes it a lot easier as well. Like, everything should be done in person. Yeah. And then whatever has to be done in post could be done in post. But in person, bro, if you guys come to us and everything's proper and there's a game plan, then the editing shouldn't take that long unless there's a special effect that requires more time. And again, like, we can always outsource it if we can't do it, but even then, like, it still takes time, just sending that footage takes a long time to somebody, like through the website. So like, there's a lot of like factors on that, but that was a good question. Like, that I feel like a lot of artists, they don't understand that. Sometimes if a person is telling you that, creators telling the artists that, just understand sometimes they're just filming a lot. They're doing a lot.
Yeah. And with that, so why would you say some videographers will take so many jobs and maybe in a sense they can't handle so many at once? Why do you think they like just keep taking them rather than being like, hey, I'm not available till next month, instead of trying to take so many jobs at once?
One is I think they're undercharging themselves. So they're undervaluing themselves, so they're undercharging. So they're taking a lot of like the way I view it, bro. Look, I could do 2 videos or 3 videos can give me like sometimes I make 3,000 on a video, right? So it could be 3, then it's 2 and 2, so that's 3, 5. In 3 videos I made 7,000. Let's say I pay off my crew, I still made like 6,000.
Yeah,
6,000 I made in 3 videos, and somebody's charging 600. How many videos you gotta do to get to my price?
right.
Like it comes down to they're not valuing themselves. Like you could do less and then but create better.
Right.
Everyone's thinking like nah, hustle, and then like we were talking before we started this podcast was creators think they're gonna lose out on the client. If you really think that, then that means you're not good enough.
Yeah.
That means you gotta question yourself. Like you don't even like respect your work or what? Because like for me, I don't mind it. Like I think I had a few artists that they wanted to shoot, and I'm like, dude, I can't today. Like you gotta give me some time. What happened? They came back. They got that video. They actually took it down from YouTube, and they spent the money, and they're like, bro, like I can't go down from what you're delivering me to what this
exactly.
And he charged them like $200 cheaper than me, and it was like it looked like fucking like a free video.
You gonna see that difference. The money you save, you're gonna see the difference in the quality too. Yeah, so like the way I would tell every creator is like go all in, like on every video you're doing, take less, but go all in on a video, and that itself is gonna enhance your image. It's gonna make you so much better that you're gonna be eventually. It's gonna take time, but you're eventually gonna be able to do more and make more with less work. And doing less. So you have more time for your family and whatever else you want to do with your time. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
And then on top of that, I feel like a lot of creators, they're not building their brand. They're just filming, editing, but there's no building a brand. You build a brand. I always preach this in the filmmaking world. You build a brand, bro, you make bread, because you have an image. You have something that people want. Even if you're not as good as the other person, but this other person doesn't have an image, it doesn't have a brand. So you're still gonna win the client because you're that guy.
That makes sense.
So I just feel like a lot of creators they don't value themselves right. And they don't look at it like that. They look at it like, oh well, how am I gonna charge $2,000? Well, bro, step up your game. How about you?
Exactly.
Like, look in the mirror. Where do you lack? Who can you find to make you better in that area? You know, like damn, some fireworks going crazy right now.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's fireworks. But you know, like for example, me, I always knew my biggest weakness in everything, bro, was VFX. But I am not gonna let someone touch my footage if it's just corny. I don't want no corny VFX. The moment that I met John, I've been with him for like 2 years already, but he has so much patience, and I'm like, dude, like this shit is like, this could be you. Like you have patience. This is a patience game. Like I ain't got time for that shit. I have too many things doing. So, you know, I can't focus so much on that. So when I met him, or when I saw what he can do, I gave it to him. You know, and then that's just learning where you lack and get people to make you better in that area. And it's a team effort, bro. Yeah. You know, it's not you doing it all. And a lot of people try to do it all. I'm not. I look at like, okay, where am I great at? Where do I lack? Let me hire these people to make it better.
That was you answered my question before I can even ask it, bro. But I was gonna ask, like, why do you think videographers don't just try to learn it all, like rather than like I know like some videographers like won't do animation at all, or they won't do special effects, or they won't, you know, they do what they do. Yeah. I was gonna ask you, why is it like for me as an artist example, I remember for many years I just wanted to be an artist. Like I just want to record. That's it. Like make the music and record. But a situation happened where my engineer, who I eventually discovered, who made my sound the best that I ever had, the best quality I ever had, like made my music sound like radio. And when I lost him, because he went and took a label job, it was kind of like, damn, like I don't have nobody to record my music now. And then I tried different engineers, and I never could get my sound the way he had it. So I was stuck for like over a year until I got to the point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna buy this equipment, I'm gonna learn how to do it myself to get myself how I want to sound. Yeah. Why don't videographers learn every area? Special effects, animation, this, that, all the stuff. I don't know it all, but all the stuff y'all have to, that videographers do, so that when they have a client, because I've had videographers where I'm like, can you do this? I want this in the video, and they like, I don't know how to do it. And it's just kind of like, damn, I have to just scrap that idea or vision I had completely because he don't know how to do it. Why do videographers just not take the time to learn it all? That way they're a full package, I guess.
It's the detail to everything, bro. It's very hard. Like I'll be honest. I saw Cole Bennett, the god of filmmaking, right? The director, the guy we strive to be.
Yeah.
He posted a shot with an iPhone. Everything looked dope, but to me, the colors weren't there. But again, everyone's so great. Like when you see a full production, dude, he's not coloring it. He has a lot of other people doing different things. Like, bro, it's a team. Everyone's so perfect at different things. Like, and you gotta do it all when you're starting off. But my whole thing was I started filmmaking with passion, and eventually just led to like me doing it full time. But by the time I thought like, man, like I want to learn these effects, well, I was already too booked up.
Yeah.
So I have no time.
You didn't have the
like,
time
I'm
to
just
even
like,
learn it.
I can't even learn it because homeboy wants this video in 2 weeks, and I'm like, dude, like I still have these other videos.
Yeah.
How am I gonna make time for this video? Or like, let alone just kind of watch this YouTube video and then try, and that's gonna take too much time.
Yeah.
So, just like a team effort thing. I feel like.
So, should videographers? Would you say, like someone starting, a videographer starting out, take the time to learn it all before they get, like you said, too booked up to take the time to learn, or find you like how you have John and you have Dam and everybody has their role they play and kind of create a team?
My thing that I would do is if I was a creator just starting off, I will stay at a job and I will really learn all these effects. I would try to learn everything I can, so when you at least do it, eventually you're gonna know where you're great at and where you want to be at,
right?
And then that other part you can give to somebody else,
right?
But at least you know the foundations of things. Like for example, right, sometimes I'm on set and I'm asking John like, hey, how should I shoot this for you to edit it easier?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I knew the basics of that, so I know how to shoot it, and like I don't have to worry about it. It's like, here's John's footage and he's gonna make it happen. Like there's still things that I'm learning, and if I knew these things, it'll make my life easier. I'm just gonna shoot it. I already know it's gonna work, and if he can't get it done, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. But I know it's gonna work, and right now I don't. I'm questioning things like John, like this and that, so
that makes sense.
Like that's one thing I would say, creator. Like before you get booked up, learn everything that you can. Stay at a regular job. Ain't nothing wrong with 9 to 5, bro. Like ain't nothing wrong. Like this, you can still make. Well, I think I stuck at Home Depot for 2 years before I quit, and I was making between the two. It wasn't a lot, bro. I was making like $4,000 a month. So 2,000 at Home Depot and 2,000 at filmmaking.
Right.
It wasn't a lot. I stuck it out for until the moment I had to reject too many jobs. Yeah, so I was like, fuck Home Depot. Like, I was like, I have to. Like, this is like the right choice. But that's what I would tell creators for sure. Like, it just takes a team. Like, as you know now,
Yeah, for sure.
You can't focus on your music if you gotta also do this and that. Like, your head's not there. Like, it's too much. And then the one thing that John actually spoke out to me, I was talking, I forgot to who, but John told me the reason why you don't want to edit anymore or it's hard or whatever is like you put so much thought into the shooting the day of, like you're preparing so much for that day, you're burnt out. Like by the time like editing happens, like your mind's not there. And I was like, bro, that's fact. Like I never thought of it like that. But that's 100%. Like I do put so much time. So when I'm editing, I'm so picky and shit. It's like sometimes I could be editing, I'm like, fuck. For example, the strip club. I hit you up. Remember, I was like, bro, I think we're gonna have to shoot again, like this and that.
I'm like, bro.
And that's because
I think it was something simple too.
Yeah, but that's because again, like I view it as like I could have got this shot, I could have got this, I could have got that. And then John, he told me as an editor, he's like, you give me the footage, and I do with what I can. I don't know what you didn't get. I'm just whatever you give me, I can build. And I'm like, that's why it's easier for him to edit. If I'm editing my own work, I'm like, dude, like. I didn't get this, I didn't get that. I started getting frustrated. I'm like, then the edit takes longer because I'm fighting with my own self. But if someone else is editing what they don't know I got, like whatever, they're working with what it is.
It's just fresh and fun. It's fun at that point.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, man, I'm just gonna give it to him. That makes it so much easier. Like, and he gets it done faster. Cause I'm fighting with myself. Like, why didn't I get this shot? You
just being hard on you, like every creator and whatever they do. Musician, like we are some, like my girl is always like, you need to put your music out. Like, why aren't you putting your music out?
You do. You haven't heard a song in a while, bro.
It's like I got hundreds of songs from like 2-3 years ago that she might have heard, or anybody or friend might have heard for the first time. They like, this is dope, but I heard it so many times and I'm like, nah, I'm not really feeling no more. Like, so it's just like that, just being hard on yourself thing. Like that's probably what you were doing. Like you were like, I'm sure whatever you had put together, I would have been like, that should look dope, Mario. You'd have been like, nah, it could be better. Like I want to add more to it.
Could have done more.
Yeah. We all do that as creators and stuff.
I just have like a game plan in my head. The way I work is like every 10 seconds there's got to be a new clip introduced.
Yeah.
My job is if like someone didn't watch it twice, then I didn't do my job.
That's a good way. That's a good way
They
to go
gotta
about
rewatch
it.
that
Yeah.
shit. Like that shit was so hard. Let me watch it again.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't like the song,
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that they watched it twice, like, hey,
Yeah.
bro, I did my job. And sometimes, bro, I've been a victim where I'm watching other music videos
Uh-huh.
and I don't like the song. Like I'm hearing the radio, I don't like it. I watch the video, bro, and then it hypes me up and it like I start listening to it.
Yeah, yeah.
The video's so powerful.
Yep.
You know, so
Yeah.
like I have to do my job on that end.
Yep.
Like so I did see that and I was like, fuck, bro,
seen
like
that.
that's fire. Like it does a lot.
I'm still in that too, by the way. You said if they don't rewatch it, then you didn't do your job.
Nah.
So if they don't replay my song after they hear it the first time, that shit whack.
Yeah.
I'm about to steal that one, bro. That's how I'm going about all my songs from here on. They better
Yeah,
put it on replay.
They got to put it, bro. And the video helps a lot with that, you know. Like if it provides like the mood, then when they're gonna watch it, right? Once they
Yeah.
watch it and they're like listening in the car, whatever the video was portrayed, if it was a club song,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna give them the club vibe.
Yeah.
Like they're driving to the club, they're gonna play that shit.
Yeah.
They get it, whatever they saw,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why I think it's very powerful on that side.
So I got a it just came to my head right now. Just because all the years I've been working with you, I've never seen you use it. But how do you feel about green screen? I've never seen you use it. Have you?
We started.
Okay, you just recently
That's because of
started?
John.
Yeah, because with the thing you were just telling me with the guy being small.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I haven't seen you, all the shoots we done.
I tried a few different ones in other artists, but again, it's like I'm trying to edit it. I'm like, bro, I'm not equipped
Yeah.
for this. Like, this is not
Okay.
my style. So yeah, now we tried it, and John was kind of telling me like, yeah, do this, and that. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I give him a pain in the ass because like I fucking did like some wrong frame rate shit. You know, like
Oh,
things that
okay.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
you have to
yeah.
get it right on the camera for green
Yeah.
screen. So yeah, like now
Okay.
we're doing it. Now we're able to do more of that.
Okay.
Again, you know, that just comes with like just finding the right person that does
Yeah.
that. Can't be the man of all traits, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
So-
yeah.
So you got any last things you want to say? Any last questions?
Oh, I don't, man.
For sure. Nah, I don't think
I
I,
don't,
got
man.
anything as far as John. You have anything? Do you feel we covered all?
Thanks for
For
having me. This is
sure.
my first podcast. Like, I've been wanting to
sure.
do this, bro. Like, so it was dope that you hit me up to do it.
I appreciate you for coming out, bro.
Of course.
Yeah.
Feel it.
But for sure. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to tell D-Rec, put it down in the comments below. Anything that we didn't cover, put it in the comments below as well. We can answer it, or other creators can answer it, or artists. Yeah, just kind of share this out for all artists or creators so you guys can kind of know from two perspectives. It's not just one, but this is like for both, so we can all kind of understand each other, because I know there's a lot of confusion in between one or the other. But again, artists work with a lot of other things. They got to take care of so much when it comes to money, and we got to take care of so many things, but there's always a way to meet in the middle and kind of like break it down as far as you guys talking and being transparent. So
Yes, sir.
anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.